So as y'all can see right here, we have Jeezy's I Might Forgive, but I Don't Forget. So I just feel like, first off, even though this came out a couple weeks ago, the whole month of November just gonna snap when it comes to music. I told y'all in one of my previous videos how like I just feel like a lot of the people that I've grown up on, I can kind of look at them as like my saviors in rap. You know what I'm saying? Just in rap, because I got a father figure, first off. But, you know, they just been coming through and just like saving the day like these last couple of weeks. And that don't even really matter for real because, you know what I'm saying, man, regardless, like, I'ma still find something. I'ma still find something regardless, okay? Like I come across good music like it ain't nothing for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like I found 2 good albums this morning just cleaning the house, all right? So it ain't much because I don't just sit up there and just listen to the same thing over and over again. You feel me? But other than that, I just want to say with Jeezy, this is an outstanding album, and I like the fact that right now, like, because it's got a lot of good reviews, right? And the thing is, though, on this album, he has shown a lot of growth. And the thing is, though, this is not the first time Jeezy has shown growth on the album. But the thing is, though, it's just now finally getting accepted. Because let's be real. Let's be real. He gave us Church in the Streets. Y'all remember that. He gave us Church in the Streets. And y'all was not messing with it at all. Y'all did not care for it. Let's be real. I actually like the Church in the Streets. I actually bought the physical copy. You know what I'm saying? Because I told y'all, when it comes to Jeezy, I don't know what it is about him. You got a few artists like that, but I just listen to his whole catalog, so it don't even matter. We're going to talk about that next also. But, like, I just listen to his whole catalog because he one of them artists, it don't matter what. When he drop, anytime he drop, it's going to be a good project regardless, okay? The only project that he's ever dropped where I didn't really care for it when it first came out was Trap or Die 3. I'm embarrassed to say that, first off, because, come on, let's be real. That's embarrassing to say that, but eventually, like a year later, after trying and giving it a try, because like I said, I just be listening to his catalog, so even if it's not an album that's all that, you know what I'm saying, I'm eventually come across it anyway, because I just be going through it. So eventually, after giving it a few listens, it finally grew on me. So, and it speaks for itself, because the album's still doing numbers, because it got certified gold, like, I don't know how long ago, like a couple of years ago, but like I said, he's shown growth a couple of times. He did that on Church in the Streets. Then he did it on The Recession, too. Now, let's be real. I understand that wasn't nobody really trying to hit nothing he had to say in 2020. We ain't even going to get into that. You know, I wish he never did that versus battle. It's too much. But like I said, he tried it twice and people weren't trying to hear it. But now, sometimes, especially when it comes to rap, and I'm going to give y'all another good example after this. Especially like when it comes to rap though, like sometimes you just gotta lay low. That's just how it is. Like being popular in general, you gotta just lay low sometimes. People eventually gonna like leave you alone and stop talking about the negative and just keep dropping good music. Just keep dropping good music. But this right here, this was a double disc album. All right. Now it's that second disc that I like. That like he could have just dropped that one by himself. Cause I think he eventually like end up like selling like the 2 discs like separately also, which, come on, let's be real. Anyway, but like that second disc, he got Justice League producing all over that album. All right, so it's that second album, but like I said, he got hits on that first disc also though. You know what I'm saying? But that's that double disc, that second disc, that's the one that's really carrying this for real. Okay, he can definitely like drop that alone and automatically like that's definitely a classic right there. All right, but I'm just happy that he is getting the credit that it deserves. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's receiving it well, and he's showing growth on this album, and people are actually accepting it. Okay, because a lot of times, like I said, even he done it a couple of times, people try to show growth, and people not accepting it, and then they try to result back into making the same type of music that they was making before, even though they don't grew out of that state or whatever, and y'all just won't let them have it. All right, but other than that, if y'all ain't hear this album yet, definitely give it a listen. This came out last month in October, like towards the end. All right, and I just wanted to talk about it because like right after this, you know what I'm saying, this album came out. Then next week, this album right here dropped. So we have Rick Ross and Meek Mill, Too Good to Be True. Now, in one of my previous videos, I had stated that we definitely needed this. Okay, between this and Jeezy's last album. That's why I'm doing these both albums together. Right? We definitely needed this. Okay, so shout out to these brothers right over here. All right, because now first off, the Grammy nominations already came out, and you know, we already talked about how most people think that Killer Mike's Michael album is probably gonna win or should win or is the best rap album that came out this year. But I feel like between this album having me in the chokehold and between Jeezy showing growth and dropping a phenomenal album also, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's good that, you know, we actually got something to talk about. And not to mention, some of my favorite rappers that I grew up off of actually still dropping good work. You know, it makes me happy as a fan just to even like see this going on, and even having to be able to talk about it. So I also wanted to talk about Meek Mill. Meek Mill also drops good records also, okay? So y'all can't sleep on him. But remember when I was talking about how I was like, oh, okay, you know, when it comes to the negativity, just keep dropping, just like how Jeezy did. You know what I'm saying? Not even just Meek Mill. Both of these brothers are great examples, okay? Between Meek Mill in 2015, he was supposed to have a phenomenal year, the whole year, right? He had just got out of jail like towards the end of 2014. Then he dropped Dreams Worth More Than Money. You already know it was doing numbers. He said it himself, because y'all remember around the time he came out and the people that came out around the same time as him. I remember him being on Breakfast Club talking about, well, I noticed how some of y'all numbers are getting lower. He said that himself, but he know that his numbers were still going up regardless. All right, so, and Dreams Worth More Than Money showed that because he sold about 200,000 copies in that first week for that album, okay? So that's good. He was supposed to do that on his previous album, but y'all remember, y'all had that little hurricane or something like that up north, and I guess it messed his record sales up. I don't know. But anyway, you're supposed to have a phenomenal year, but then, you know, he got caught up in that little, I don't even want to call it beef, but, you know, disagreement with your boy. And it was kind of hard for him afterwards. But what he do? He just kept dropping good music. After that, you know what I'm saying? After that, wasn't nobody really worried about it no more. You feel me? He done came out on top, got jail involved, came out, still going platinum. You know what I'm saying? He's one of them people that just shows you, man, you just keep releasing good music. Stop worrying about all the negativity on the outside. You know what I'm saying? It's going to speak for itself. Same thing with him, okay? Like, look at Ross. Like, I remember when he first started beefing with 50, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of felt like, you know, 50 was kind of getting with him, and he was, like, I don't know. I ain't gonna say he was beating him. Well, I don't know. 50 was getting with him, definitely. It wasn't looking too good, but look at it. Next year, I feel like Rick Ross, he just kept dropping good music, and he just came out on top to the point where now, because 50, he's one of the most funniest people on the internet that's in the entertainment business when it comes to rap, okay? I feel like he's right there with him, too, okay? And, you know, money talk, too, because, like I said, 50 always trolling somebody, but guess what? He be right there trolling him to the point where 50 would ever try to troll him. It ain't gonna matter to him. That ain't gonna bother him at all. He got a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even have to do this album. Really, be honest with you. Both of them didn't. Them boys doing good things. But I want to mention this right over here. Okay, shout out to these brothers right here because they dropped that Shaq and Kobe song, okay? And y'all ain't hear it yet? Take a listen, okay? Because on the end of that album, they had Dame Dollar on there. Okay, y'all already know who I'm talking about. And then they had your boy Shaq on there rapping, okay? So they got two NBA rappers on there rapping, right? I'm glad they put them two together because, first off, let me just give Shaq his flowers right quick, all right? I feel like he's the only NBA player to ever rap and actually, like, do it right. Like, I don't think there's no other NBA player that tried to rap that did it better than him, okay? And there's actually a few decent ones out there. But he had platinum records, and I'm talking about he actually could spit for real, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? He did records with Jay, Rakim, Nas, Mobb Deep. You know what I'm saying? He can add these brothers to the list, and the list goes on, okay? And then, you know, Dame Dollar, he's pretty decent too. So I feel like them two are the best. But you know, Shaq, he get busy on the mic too. Pause. But you know what I'm saying? Yo, shout out to them brothers for, you know, putting him on there too. Okay, I feel like that was well appreciated because I'm a fan of rap, so I listen to all that. But other than that, man, y'all be blessed out there. All right.